Hi everyone, welcome to Anisha's Decora. Welcome to this video on my channel. Now, even before I start this video, I want to thank everyone for your love and support on my previous videos. And it's been amazing, especially the one where I talked about the life in the Netherlands. A lot of you loved that video. Thank you so much for all your love and support on that video. It means a lot. For the last, I think, 7-8 months, I've not been doing a sit down talk to you video because that is my initial what do you call it, like initial way of making videos. I'm also more comfortable when it comes to really sitting down and doing a one-on-one talk. I try to do vlogs, but in that I feel like I get lost in the moment and I want to enjoy the trip more than make videos of it. But yeah, so in today's video I'm going to talk about my skincare, and I know it's not like I have another skincare video on my channel, but this is slightly different because ever since I moved to the Netherlands, my skin has also changed a lot. That's why I thought like I should do an updated skincare video so that it helps someone out there, out here in the Netherlands. And in general, I love watching skincare videos because you get to see so many products and you get to know like what you can do for your skin. Okay, so without much further ado, let's start with my skincare that I do right now in the Netherlands. So first step of my skincare, if I'm wearing makeup, has to be taking off that makeup. I have also started to wear less makeup when I'm in the Netherlands, and I usually don't wear makeup unless we are going for something, you know, really grand, or someone has invited us for something, or like in general every day, or even going out with my husband or small things. I generally don't use makeup. If I use makeup, then I use the Body Shop cleansing butter. So this is what I use to take my makeup off. It's really so small and it fits in my bag, so I can also take it when we travel, and it's like a buttery texture like that, and I've used quite a bit. And this is my second tub actually. I finished one and then I got this one and I loved it so much I got it again. So what you do is basically you take it on in your hands and then you massage it onto your face, and then take some water and it's going to get milky, and then you take off all your makeup with it. So what I also use to take off my makeup, because I know for these you can you know, just wash your face and the makeup comes off, but for me I have to make sure that my makeup is off and I can see that makeup onto something like a cotton or something like that. So I use these are reusable makeup wipes. So after it's emulsified, I use these and take my makeup off, especially my mascara and anything that I wear near the eye. Make sure to fold it like this and take it really close to my waterline and take all of that kajal, mascara, eyeliner, everything off. So these are, I think I got a pair of like 10 of these. I got them from Primark. So I use all of them and they are much better than cotton. Cotton for some reason is also quite harsh on my skin if I'm using the normal that you get. But these are really smooth and you can of course wash them and reuse them. So always a better option. Okay, so the next step is washing my face, and I'm still sold to Simple for this. I have been using Simple face washes I think over 4 years. Even back in India, I would order them from Amazon. They always have great discounts on Amazon, by the way, and I always use Simple face wash. They just do the job and they don't leave your skin dry. Unfortunately, I didn't find what I usually use from Simple. I'll leave a picture of this. That's the gel face wash, the green gel face wash. That was not available here, but I got the next best, which is the Simple moisturizing face wash. So this is the one that I use. It just does its job. It's fragrance free. Most of my skincare is fragrance free. And it's dermatologically tested. It is non-comedogenic, so it's not going to give you breakouts or like just generally clog your skin, and this just works for me. I love it so much that I got two. so these were on 1+1, and I got them from Etos. So I'm going to finish this and then I'm going to move to this. So I have my face wash sorted for a whole year. I also use this one from Cetaphil. So this is like a sample small pack, but I really like it. This is for the oily skin cleanser. Although my skin is not oily, it is quite dry and sensitive, I still use this because it's very gentle. Cetaphil in general really works well for my skin, so I use this sometimes, and especially when I am traveling I use it because it's so small, fits in my purse. And yeah, so I have 2 face wash options if you want to try it out. Okay, so after face wash I usually go with something like a toner, but again I'm not a very big toner person. This is the one that I use right now, is from the Body Shop. This is the Vitamin E Moisturizing Toner. Again, this is the only skincare product I use which has fragrance. Yeah, but it doesn't stay, like the fragrance doesn't stay for a really long time. It's not overpowering and it kind of settles in and gives your skin a plump feel. I definitely do invest in serums, but I don't use it all the time because I feel like I need to let my skin also take decisions on its own, because if I'm continuously putting a serum or always, you know, supporting it and giving it things, then in my head somehow I feel like my skin gets confused and it doesn't know what to do. So I use a serum only on the days where I feel like I need that extra. The one that I'm currently using is from The Ordinary. It's a hyaluronic acid 2% and B5 serum. So this is how it looks, and as you can see I have used up quite a bit of it because I have dry skin and I need that hydration. So right after I have washed my face, I just take a little bit of water in a spray bottle, I spray my face with that, and then I put on this serum, and it gives me a really nice plump effect, and it also lasts throughout the day. So that's what I love. I love products that I have to reapply less, because for dry skin, for me especially, I get dry almost like half through the day. I get dry and then I have to start applying everything again. So this one stays throughout the day. Alright, so the next step is moisturizer, and for moisturizer I have been loving and I've been using Cetaphil for the past 5 years. Yes, for the past 5 years almost. So I used to, back in India, I used a Cetaphil DAM, which is the Daily Advanced Moisturizing, which is like a cream. It was more thick and you really had to massage it to get it into your face. Because it was so thick, sometimes it doesn't, it just stays on the top of your face. It feels like it's not getting into your skin. And I think I got a sample of the Cetaphil moisturizing lotion and I start using it, and I felt like that suited me more. So there was a good discount again on Etos and I went and I grabbed this one. This is the 235 ml and this is really good. Again, it is fragrance free and it's suitable for mostly every kind of skin. Now, along with this, I received some samples from the CeraVe moisturizing lotion. This usually comes in a packaging like this, and I was kind of in two minds, like what should I get? Should I get Cetaphil or should I get CeraVe? But then I stuck around with Cetaphil because I've been using it for so many years. But I received these samples, like I said, from CeraVe, and I actually really like them. I am almost done with this one, so I have another. I'm going to try it for like one more week and then probably take a final decision. If this gets over, what am I getting? But I think both of them work almost the same, just that the Cetaphil is slightly oilier, which works for my skin because again I have super dry skin. So something which has more oily stays on my skin for longer and it just generally gives me that feeling. But even the CeraVe one is really good. Alright, so the next has to be sunscreen. I want to say something before I talk about sunscreen. I think growing up, the only skincare I had was a sunscreen. I think I've always used a sunscreen, because when I was in school and college, you didn't have so many fancy creams and like all this hyaluronic acid and all these ceramides and stuff going on. So you had one thing, and one thing was allowed for me, like I could use it, and that was a sunscreen. And I've always used a sunscreen all through my school, all through my college. I know sunscreens were also not that advanced back in the day, but however it was, I used it. So whether it was Lakme or Jovi's or Biotique, like whatever brand came up with like a basic sunscreen, I used it. So I'm an avid sunscreen user. So I had the Dot & Key sunscreen with me and it got over. So I didn't know what kind of sunscreen to get, because sunscreen is also dependent on what your melanin count is. Usually brown skin has more melanin, so you want to have sunscreens of higher protection. Otherwise, it's not really going to work for you. But I started using this one. This is from the Bondi Sands. It's daily moisturizing face SPF 50 plus, very high protection, and it protects from UVA and UVB, and this is made in Australia. So I really trust Australian sunscreens, because I just got to know very recently that Australian sunscreens have to go through a very rigorous testing. And I think like if it's going through such rigorous testing, then it's going to somehow be more effective. So I, however, do use retinol because I'm in my early 30s, and it's also not because of that. It's not because of the peer pressure or like you have to have a retinol in your 30s, but I just genuinely wanted to try it out. That does it work for my skin? Can my skin take it? And can I use it for the long term? So I use the retinol from Ordinary. Give me 1 second, I'll grab it. So this is my retinol, and the reason I grabbed this is because it was in my refrigerator. So you have to refrigerate this one. So I use the retinol 0.2 in squalane. So squalane is an oil, and because I have dry skin, this retinol does not make me feel even drier. So it has 0.2 retinol, which is like a very beginner friendly level. I know that many dermatologists suggest that you start with 0.5, but I just started with 0.2 because I don't want to shock my skin. So if 0.2 works for me, then I'm going to go ahead and use 0.5 or 1. I'm very concerned about my pores and how they look, but in general, if I'm using a product, I try to see how it's working on my skin, because otherwise, what's the point? Now, I know I am going to cause a stir probably when I say this, but I don't use a lip balm. I'll give you 2 seconds to react to it. But yeah, I don't use a lip balm. I have not been using a lip balm for the past 4 to 5 years. I feel like most lip balms just make my lips even drier. I have no idea why, and I feel like I have to continue using them for my lips to stay nice and hydrated. But I do keep 2 lip balms with me, because sometimes my lips get like super dry and then I have to rush to use something. So I have 2 lip balms that I keep with me. The first one is from Dot & Key. It is the Barrier Repair Ceramide and Peptide Lip Balm. It's in the shade Warm Nude. I love the color, love the texture, love the fragrance also. It just smells like smells like vanilla. So I actually really like it. And this also has SPF 50 PA+++. So I use this whenever I'm going out, because it has that protection from the sun. And you can see I got this from India. It's almost 9 months now, and I have not used it as much. It's only because I use it when I go out. The other one that I love is the Birds and Bees. So I have been wanting to try Birds and Bees lip balm for the longest time, even back in India. This is the first lip balm I got in the Netherlands. I think the second or the third day, as soon as I came here, I got this one, and I was like, yay, I have a Birds and Bees lip balm. Oh, I'm so happy. So this is the pomegranate flavor, and it has a very light pink tint. So it has like a, it looks really pink, but it does not show on your lips. So I am actually wearing it right now, but I don't think you can see, I don't think you can see anything. So it doesn't really have a very strong tint. And what I love is that it has a very waxy texture, so it stays throughout the day. When it comes to masking, I also have just one mask that I use, and this is the one from Body Shop. This is their Himalayan charcoal mask. I use this on my T-zone once a month, or sometimes if it's too hot, then twice a month. And this is the only mask that I use on my T-zone. So that is it for everything I use in my skincare here. I try to keep my skincare very simple, because I feel like if I use too many products, then if they are reacting with one another, or I'm reacting to any one product, I'll not be able to figure it out. So I try to keep everything simple, and also something that I can do every single day, and it's not too much of a hassle, because then I won't do it. So if you liked this video, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel, and see you all in the next one. And thank you once again for all your support and love. See you. Bye bye.